And we're live. It is Sunday, January 30th. The time is just after 7:30 p.m. And what is the temperature right now? I think it's about minus 6 degrees Celsius. There we go, minus 6. And we'll have a low of minus 14. I don't know why that is important information for you to know, but there it is. And I hope you're all having a good Sunday so far. And this will be the last stream of January, so my January has come and gone in a hurry. And I see Mark H here. GG NYC, Alex Gets Around, T.O., Harjot, Marie Palmer, The Real Man, Kardik, Brett, Dave, Jeffrey, Jeanette Morales is here, Deborah Ball, Marie Palmer again, The Real Man again, I'm just reading all the names top to bottom. Johnny Toronto is here, Vivian Johnson's here, Colette is here, Brad Palmer's here, Yahia, CJ, Godwin, and The Magic Entertainer, and everyone else who I didn't read, welcome to the stream. Thanks for dropping in. I'm trying some new settings tonight, hoping that YouTube isn't gonna choke on my stream. I've increased the bitrate quite a bit, so hopefully it works. It worked in my test. I'm getting greedy now, and we've also got it on ultra low latency, so there's only about 2 or 3 seconds difference between what you see and when it actually happens. So hopefully things are better, and let's get a beer cracked for tonight. This is a Creemore, I don't know how to pronounce that, maybe Helles? Hells? I don't know. It's a light lager. It is 3.7%, so we're going to have a light drinking kind of night tonight, and this will be the only one I have. So cheers to everyone. Thanks for dropping by. Mark Lang is in the house. Hey, Mark. All the way down in Australia. And what's cool about today, thank you, Brad Palmer, is tomorrow we get dining back. Isn't that exciting? So we'll be able to hang out in coffee shops and patronize restaurants and bars once again, so I'm looking forward to that, especially as I go out in the colder weather and record videos. It kind of lets me go out and record 2 or even 3 at once, or go out, make a video or a live stream, and then take a break, have a coffee, plan something else, rest up, and then go back out and do it again. It also gives me a chance to recharge my batteries, like physically recharge the battery on my stuff. So I am very much looking forward to tomorrow, and so that my videos don't seem dated by posting videos after everything has sort of reopened from a prior period, I kind of stopped. So I have one more video, which I still have to upload, that I made today, and that is it. So I have nothing right now. I'm hoping that tomorrow afternoon I can get out, maybe do a live stream on Strides, and then record a video right after it, come home and upload that, and that'll be Tuesday, and then every video from there on after will be post the first round of restrictions being lifted. I don't know, maybe it's just psychological, but I don't like having dated stuff, like if there's been an event or a big change in uploading stuff from before that, but maybe I'm just weird. Deborah Ball says, looks like I might get another snow day this week. Apparently, let's check that out. Toronto. I know you're not in Toronto, but apparently on Wednesday, we're in for a snowstorm. Wednesday, rain and snow. Hopefully more rain than snow. Thursday, snow. Friday, AM showers. So I think this is the storm front that the media was talking about. What if I put snowstorm expected Wednesday? Is that going to pull anything up? Snow expected Tuesday night into Wednesday, but this is for Michigan. I'm using a VPN right now, and I am not located in Toronto, so that's why it would have pulled this up. Oops. Well, I'm physically located in Toronto, but my internet is not. Let me turn off the weather over there. COVID Hippo says, yeah, we're getting more snow. Yeah, apparently. I've been hearing all about that. And so I don't really have much of a plan for tonight's live stream. We're going to go through the Toronto subreddit, blog.to, get caught up on things. I haven't been paying attention a whole lot. Maybe we'll play a game of City Guesser or GeoGuessr. We'll try to keep it casual. Feel free to ask anything. That doesn't mean I'll answer it, but as long as it's within the rules of the chat, it's fair. So yeah, you think I would have planned something, although that does bring up a funny point. While I was waiting for the live stream to start, I pulled up, or I Googled fun things to do on a live stream, and I read some articles. Here's one. Top-notch fun live stream ideas. Plan a spontaneous live session. Show off your streaming setup. I think I've already done that, but I'm probably going to do that in a separate video for the Stumbles channel. Organize a Q&A session. This is pretty much a Q&A session anyways. Do a house tour. Already done that. Share your expertise. If I had any expertise to share, I would, but I don't. Newsjacking is an awesome way to jump up in viewer ratings and enjoy more publicity. Connecting to a trendy news story isn't super original, but it's a very effective way to amp up views. No thanks. We will read some news. Create a brief tutorial of a tool you use. Do you guys want me to do a tutorial like on what? An electric toothbrush? Share your thoughts, a quiz, arrange a challenge or bet. That could be a fun one. Cook your favorite dish. Eat sour candies live. I could also maybe eat some cooked fish. Show us your socks. I don't think I'll be doing that. Talking to your viewers may be as much fun as challenging them. Ask them open-ended and thought-provoking questions. What would I advise my younger self? With this type of content, you can get an interesting and in-depth conversation going with your viewers. Take your viewers out. Head out to your favorite coffee shop. Well, too late for that. Perform a talent on a live stream. Deborah Ball says, didn't you make a smoothie once? I did make a smoothie once. Arrange a flash sale. Do you have merch? You can promote it and sell it at a live flash sale. It may sound gimmicky, but it works. I do have merch, but I wouldn't even know how to do that. Anyways, what was interesting was look at number 1. What to avoid when live streaming. A few things that may turn off your audience are... And just in case you're watching on mobile, look at number 1, alcohol consumption. Consuming alcohol live is usually never a good idea, even if you do not get a penalty from the streaming platform. I'm pretty sure YouTube is cool with it. You still risk embarrassing yourself in front of your crowd whilst intoxicated. Oops. Good thing I don't really get too intoxicated. I did get pretty messed up on some earlier streams. I think I used to do a little more than just having a beer on stream. Maybe that wasn't the best idea, but I matured. I grew out of that. Spamming your streaming URL into someone else's community. Shamelessly promoting yourself on another streamer's channel is extremely bad etiquette and will not entice viewers to come watch your stream. That's actually one of my rules of the chat is you can't promote anything. I mean, it's just like, imagine if you walked into like a restaurant and you started telling everyone about your hot dog cart across the street. Like, that's a pretty shitty thing to do. So I don't do that in other streams, and I would expect that not to happen here. And I think our mods would be quick to knock them out if they did. Keep silent during your stream. A quiet stream is like a nightmare on Twitch. Imagine sitting there for 3 hours with only 10 whole words to say. Well, if there's one thing you know about me, it's I can't really keep my mouth shut for too long. So we don't have to worry about that. It might not be interesting things to talk about, but the Magic Irritator says I always wanted a hot dog cart. David Jeffrey says I've seen that done in comments too. Yeah, people use comments to promote stuff. I mean, it's one thing if you're contributing, but if you're just blatantly promoting something, that's not cool. Leaving for long periods of time during your scheduled live stream. What if you have to change a light bulb? Come on. Arranging events, quizzes, talent shows without preparation. Okay, so I am guilty of 2 of these. The without preparation part is hitting home a little too hard with me. Bitter talk. Some people like to gossip, but if it is too much and becomes toxic, viewers will leave. Well, that's understandable. I try not to do that. Copying someone else's style. Viewers will notice instantly, and the reveal will not be pretty. Okay. I didn't know that was a thing. Let's wrap up. There are plenty more fun things to do in the live stream. Okay. I just thought I was kind of fishing for some ideas. Maybe I'm doing this all wrong. Maybe we could uncover something new or something fun. That's why I found that, and I clicked on another link as well. This one's by Salma Jaffrey, video strategist, consultant, and speaker. Be the media. Grow your personal brand with video. And she is YouTube certified. Ooh. 10 content ideas for live stream video. So she did some videos on that. I guess I should have actually watched her video, but upcycled content. Here are ideas for a live video. Upcycled content from other platforms, behind the scenes content, live Q&As, tips and how-tos, travel content, live events, yada, yada, yada. But look at number 10. She is saying, you should go on some rants, ladies and gentlemen. Rants work really well on live video because they're so opinionated and possibly polarizing. This is almost the opposite of the last advice, right? If you have a point of view to share about your life, business, or industry, and it's typically against popular opinion, a rant is just what you need to offload some stress. Yes, let's rant to over 100 people and possibly annoy them and turn them off. I take that chance. It could simply be a stream of consciousness video where you talk about what's bothering you and why it matters. People relate to rants because they're typically emotional and force the audience to take sides. Highly effective to drive engagement. I don't know. I'm very selective with what I rant about when I do decide to go on a rant. I think we all have thoughts and feelings that we should keep private to ourselves. I mean, we shouldn't be an open book on everything we think negatively about. I mean, filters, right? I think that's an important thing for a person to have in this day and age, especially if you're going online. If you're just ranting, you could get yourself canceled pretty quickly by letting something slip. Even if you don't believe what you're saying, something could just come out, right? And you find yourself apologizing for it. So that's kind of walking the tightrope, but I like it. Bonus tip, unboxing videos. I've done that as well. Action Cole is here, all the way from Mississauga. We'll take a look at your channel in a second, Action Cole. We'll see how that's doing. Unboxing videos. This is a great fun live video to make because your audience knows that it's authentic and they get to experience the excitement along with you. Is it really authentic when you've already opened the box and looked inside of it and then closed it as if you hadn't opened it and then acted? I've never done that. I'd never even think about doing something like that. All my unboxing videos are super authentic. Unboxing videos are great if you make retail purchases or work with brands and sponsors who send you stuff. But MR says if your rant is polarizing enough in the right way, you can run for political office. No competence required. That's probably true. What was I going to say? It's a great way to showcase what products look like and how it works. I just had a thought and I lost it. Anywho, yeah, we can do that. And that says your turn. Enjoyed this video? Leave a comment and tell me your thoughts. All right, Action Cole. I'm going to put your channel under the microscope. So right next door to Toronto is the fabulous city of Mississauga where I grew up. And I've only ever done a handful of videos from Mississauga, even though it's right next to Toronto and I grew up there. So if that's something you're interested in seeing, head over to Action Cole. Humber Bay Shores Winter Walk. He's stepping on Toronto territory here. Brampton. thought, Action Cole, not afraid to cross the border. Brampton is the city just north of Mississauga. First big snowfall in historic Streetsville. Streetsville is beautiful. We've got a little intro here. But this is a really, really, really nice part of Mississauga. That is definitely something I need to go. Hey, we got like a stray cat view. Check out. Anyways, Action Cole, thank you. And thank you for dropping by and welcome to the stream. One thing that's crazy. Yeah, he says something else we could do is some podcasts. I don't think anyone wants to hear me drone on and on about anything for an hour or two. Some people can do that. I don't think that is something I could do. Action Cole says I'm expanding a little bit. Well, you better be careful if you come too far into Toronto. Do that Midtown walk, and we're gonna have to have a talk. But check this out, guys. Ottawa Walks is a channel who he said in one of his comments earlier that this channel, amongst and some other channels, inspired him to do an Ottawa walking channel. And let me see something here. And he is currently sitting at 44,000 subscribers. Now, what's absolutely insane about this, hey, it's not letting me check something here, is I think he only had like 4,000 or 5,000 subscribers a week ago. Can we see that? Is Social Blade working? It's probably denying me access because I'm on a VPN. Yeah, I can get on my phone. So on Thursday, he gained 60 subscribers. On Friday, he gained 15,000 and a half subscribers. On Saturday, he gained 17,000 subscribers. On one day, 17,000. Then on Sunday, he gained 6,200 subscribers. I'm not making this up. He went from 4 days ago, he had just under 3,000 subscribers, and now he has 44,000 subscribers. So you want to talk about insane growth, and you might be wondering, what was the catalyst for that? Well, there's been some very, very big protests rolling through Ottawa, or I guess a very big protest, and he's been live streaming it. And look at this. 134,000, 256,000, 336,000. These are views. 415,000, 514,000, 98,000, 245,000, 235,000. These are like Action Kid New Year's Eve kind of streaming numbers. So, yeah, I mean, he definitely tapped into something there and took advantage. I'll be very, very curious to see what his videos do once sort of the dust settles from all of this. Like, I think the subscriber count, even if he continues to grow, is bound to languish because people looking for this kind of content, and this is one of the reasons why I don't normally do events that are really outside of the box. Because, you know, your channel, I mean, good for him. I mean, this is amazing. But the people looking for this protest coverage, not the same people looking for walks around a city, right? Just ambient walks. Like these videos, 500-600 views each. And now he had a few snow videos, so that's to be expected. That went big, 520 views. But what's going to happen after this? Are we going to go back down to like 400, 500, 600 views, which is really, really good? I kind of think it will regress. I mean, this is fascinating to see this happen. But clearly, I think the people who just jumped on and started subscribing were doing it for the live footage of the protests. They probably hit subscribe and click the bell so they'll be notified of future live streams on this. And what's going to happen when there are no more protest live streams, right? And then you're just back to life as normal. I think some of those people are going to unsubscribe. Some, it's just going to go dormant. But are they going to watch the regular content? I don't know, but I think it's going to be really, really interesting to play out. And I've never seen a walking channel blow up this fast ever. Like, that's unheard of growth for almost any kind of YouTube channel. So congrats to AutoWalks for doing in a few days what took me years and years to do, at least subscriber wise. But as I always say, you know, subscriber count is really just a vanity statistic. What really matters are just getting views on your video. And then, but hey, it's kind of fun. He's got to be kind of fun and or excited by now. I'm sure he made a ton of money off of these. If they're hey, it's not playing ads on them. Oh, this one's got an ad. I wonder. This one's got an ad. No ad on this one. That looks like it's from the Rito Center. Hey, my hotel was right around the corner from here. I know exactly where that is.
I'm from Ottawa myself, yeah. I'm just doing a live stream showing the world.
He's talking to truckers. Cool. Well, there you go. Some people ask me why I didn't go cover that, and really, what am I going to do? Go stand on a highway overpass and point my camera down? Like, does that really fit with anything else I do? So for me, I mean, if this was happening in Toronto, probably would have come across it in a live stream that I did, but I wouldn't have gone out of my way to cover it. But hey, good for him. Huge growth. So I thought that was kind of cool and worth pointing out, because how often do you see a walking channel just like explode like that, right? The Magic Entertainer says, when are you going to Ottawa again? I don't know. Cynthia Martinez says, we are editing. Are we editing? I just finished here. What's the video I did tomorrow? Because I didn't have... Where's my map? Here's a little preview of tomorrow's video with my Adobe After Effects animated map. I wanted to go back to Dundas and Sherburne just because the building on the northeast corner kind of built a little fortress around it. It's kind of really unique to see how they handled the loitering situation in front of their building. So I kind of did that, and then I walked by Queen and Sherburne, which is here. Then I zigzagged my way over a bit, but yeah, I've been working on this animation, getting it better. I also have developed a few other ways of animating it, but I was able to do this map in less than 10 minutes, so I'm happy with that, and I think I can get it down even less. But there we go. Action Cole says, is After Effects hard to learn? Oh, I barely know how to do After Effects. I just learned. I downloaded a whole bunch of After Effects plugins as a way to kind of learn the insides and outs of it, and I don't know what I'm doing. I do not know what I'm doing, but here, we'll get big for a second. I want to show you guys something that I thought was kind of cool. No, he's invading. So on my live stream, I ordered something on my live stream on Friday, and that came. This is not a paid sponsorship, by the way, but if you use a Keurig, I am telling you, this is fantastic. It is so much better than any other coffee I've ever had out of my Keurig before. I ordered this on Friday during the live stream. It came Saturday morning, like literally when I woke up in the morning. Shugma says After Effects is a light version of Adobe Premiere. No, After Effects is absolutely not a light version of Adobe Premiere. It's the special effects arm of the Adobe suite. So it's very, very different. You might be thinking of there is a light version of Premiere, but it's not After Effects. Premium Rush, Adobe Rush, I think it is. Anyways, this came. So if you're wondering, yes, I ordered this on the live stream on Friday, and it came. The live stream I did on Johnny Strides. And yes, and I can't stop drinking it. It's unbelievable for... I hope so. I ordered some this morning on your site. So says Vivian. Hey, if you have a Keurig and you like coffee, you will not be disappointed. And I was in the dollar store yesterday, and I bought something that just blew my mind. Like, it's the most brilliant, life-changing invention that only cost $1.50 that I have ever bought. And a lot of you are going to laugh when you see this, and you're going to say, that's not special. What are you talking about? This is something that you got excited about, but I bought... Oh no, it's dripping all over me. I'm soaked. I bought this as it drips all over me. That's okay. I'll go dry my hands. Oh, the green screen. Here, let me turn the green screen off. Filters. So this is a wand, and you put your dish soap in there. And then as you press on this, dish soap comes out, and then you clean your dishes with it. How did I not know this existed? Am I the last person on earth who didn't know that this existed? I love washing dishes now. It's the best. This was probably on like one of those infomercials in the 90s, and people went nuts about it. I don't know, but this is great. What a good little invention. And it was $1.50, and you can buy different ends. Yes, I think they had some with the brush, but I just kind of like the scruff scouring pad. But I'm really into this. Whoever invented this thing, I hope they are a billionaire. Like, I really, really hope that, because oh no. Now I'm just absolutely covered in like dish soapy water. Firestar Eye says, I didn't know that existed. Mike T says, or just use a dishwasher. Not all of us have that luxury. Also, dishwashers are hugely wasteful energy-wise. At least I think they are. Did I just say something that's bullshit? Let's find out. Dishwashers better for the environment versus hand washing. What's it gonna say? Dishwashers save water. Uh-oh. Are generally more efficient than hand washing and can even save you money. Energy efficient dishwashers meet stringent energy and water saving efficiency standards set forth by the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency. Oops. But oh, I got to make myself smaller. What this is leaving out is the fact that most modern appliances you buy are bullshit quality, designed to last barely out of their warranty period and then break down. And because it's all computerized, most repairmen can't fix them. They want you in this cyclical cycle of just buying new appliances. Like, this is absolutely true. Anything new, fridge, stove, washer, dryer, dishwasher. Like, today's appliances are not designed to last 20, 30 years like they were like just a few decades ago. They're designed to last just out of their warranty period, then shit the bed. And if you don't believe me, just look it up. Like, things these days aren't built. It's called planned obsolescence. And a lot of people, when you call a repairman and he needs a new board, and that new board for your electronics is going to cost $300-400, they start doing the math in their head and they go, I'm just going to buy a new one. Yeah, it's only 4 years old, but I'm just going to buy a new one. And people are using their appliances far, far less than they used to, and they're fixing them far less. So yeah, so even though the dishwasher may be more efficient, I still think it's overall worse if you consider the manufacturing and delivering and the fact that the piece of shit's not going to last that long. Just my opinion. I'm not bitter because I don't have a dishwasher. But hey, Bill Chow says, I just spray dishwashing liquid. Okay, here's a poll. Quick poll for you guys to answer. Let's see. Nana says, I would be very grateful if you could activate the automatic translation button. Do I have an automatic translation button? Let me look that up and see. I don't see anything like that, of that sort, in my options here. Details. Line. Oh, caption certification, none. Okay, let me enter that, and let me enter my official language here as English. Let's see if that activates that. Did that just do anything? We got 156 people watching this live stream and just 2 lonely people. Is the 24/7 night stream still? Help! I know I said I was going to redo this one, but... Somebody help me! Yes, that stream is still alive and ticking. Let's see, can we get closed caption going? Yes, that stream is still alive and ticking. Let's see, can we get closed caption going? Yes, subtitles, closed captions not available. Let's see, can we get closed... What about on an older stream? Are they available? Oh. This painting? Is this what's so good, Lisa? I think it can't do it live in real time. I think that's the issue. So I think it's not going to Lisa Palmer, you need to translate into Spanish. Dog walks, put a cam on the dog and have dog walks. I think that's something you'll have to do after the fact. Might be a bit too unstable. I don't know about that, but could be an idea. Sorry. Sorry about that. I am still covered in wet dish soap. 47% say they prefer to dishwash by hand, or yeah, I said what's better. 33% say with the dish soap, and with the dish soap with the dishwasher. And 20% like to drink dish soap. There we go. There is your answer. Let me check one more thing on these captions here. Joe's crayons had a dishwasher, but it hardly worked. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end the poll, but thanks for participating, those who did. Justin says Tide Pods challenge. Do you want me to eat Tide Pods on stream? Is that the challenge there? Oh, YouTube is freaking out because I'm sending it too high a bit rate. Oh well. So let's see what's going on in the city of Toronto right now. Anthony says play Wordle. Can you play Wordle? Wordle, a daily word game. Guess the Wordle in 6 tries. Each guess must be... This is random. I just started doing this, right? Each guess must be a valid 5-letter word. Hit the enter button to submit. After each guess, the color of the tiles will change to show how close your guess was. Example, wary. Piles. The letter I is in the word but in the wrong spot. What? What are we doing? T R S L N E? What? I don't know what I'm doing. Anyways, let's go see what's going on in Toronto. Maybe we'll figure that Wordle thing out. Jupiter says never heard of Wordle. Neither have I. This game infuriates Lisa. Jupiter's never heard of Wordle. This is like Wheel of Fortune. Where's Vanna? They should just... Pat Sajak and Vanna White should trade places. Let Vanna host the show for once. I mean, why not? Queen... Has Vanna White ever hosted? Oh, so she has been a host before. Oh, good for you. Just randomly curious about that. But anyways, let's go see what's going on in Toronto. Queen and Lansdowne. What's the correct word for this? A juxtaposition? iPhone 13. Oh, so Pro right next to. A beat up old telephone. This must be, where did this say? Queen in Lansdowne. Oh, this is Parkdale. This photo is Parkdale in a nutshell, as someone who lives in Parkdale. Shinny. Oh, this is going to be people. A lot of people have been out on the ice. So this would be from the Toronto Islands looking south. I don't think that this is very far out, though. This is probably quite close to the shore. And look at that. The South Core skyline is very similar looking to what the old regular skyline used to look like. Don't be fooled by this camera angle. This photo was taken still super close to the shore, and the ice is at least 8 inches thick. Bay in Richmond. Oh, there's a picture for you. I really, really enjoy walking around here at night because there's these grates that just let off the steam, and it gives you like a very New York City at night in a movie kind of vibe that I always enjoy. That 7-Eleven has seen me at my best and my worst. I worked there for 3 years and still get nightmares from the time there was a Raptors parade, and I got stuck in that 7-Eleven for a good 30 minutes because there were too many people inside. Minimal, taken 129.22. That looks... Where is this block of towers? Is that Regent Park? That's either Regent Park or that's just east of Bloor Young. Beautiful picture. Thank you. Clean shot. Oh, Jarvis. Dundas and Jarvis. That's it. That's it. That's why it's so familiar. Don't ever change. Seen at Queen and Dufferin. All right. Might not be super appropriate. Every blog TO Insta photographer. Here's the IG. It links to more racy paintings like this. One of those is good enough. Full list of restrictions lifting tomorrow. So I talked about this at the start of the stream. The restrictions lifting in Ontario on Monday. Social gatherings will be increased to 10 people indoors and 25 outdoors. Wow. Sporting events, concert venues, and theaters will be able to operate at 50% seated capacity or 500 people, whichever is less. That is incredibly stupid, if you ask me. Look, like, Scotiabank Arena holds 20,000 people. The Skydome holds 55,000 people. And they're huge and they're going to be limited to 500. Meanwhile, we're watching NFL football right now with packed stadiums all over the US. Eye roll, that should be way more than that. Just make it 50% per venue. Like, you're not basing that on any science or anything anyways. Restaurants, bars, and other food or drink establishments without dance facilities will be able to operate at 50% capacity indoors. So they're sticking it to the clubs, but hey, we're going to get our indoor dining back. Retail, including grocery stores and pharmacies, as well as shopping malls, can operate with 50% capacity indoors. They're pretty much doing that now. Like, you're not lining up to get in anywhere. Non-spectator areas of sports and recreational facilities, such as including gyms, can operate with 50% capacity indoors. Movie theaters, meeting rooms, and event spaces can operate with 50% capacity. Yes, we can finally eat popcorn again indoors. They're not putting that silly food ban on movie theaters. Recreational amenities and amusement parks, including water parks, can operate with 50% capacity indoors. I guess that means Canada's Wonderland is going to be opening as planned, as it's outdoor. Last year they got screwed around and they only ended up opening for a very shortened season. That's also good news for the CNE. Museums, galleries, aquariums, zoos, and similar attractions, as well as casinos, bingo halls, and other gaming establishments can open at 50% capacity indoors. So if we can cram all these people into a bingo hall, why can't they go watch a hockey game? If the distance, I don't know. Indoor religious services, rites, or ceremonies can take place at 50% capacity. That's consistent with everything else. The province said enhanced proof of vaccination and other requirements would continue to apply in existing settings. That's a controversial one I will not weigh in on this stream. But I did download my updated vax certificate, which I have. By the way, if you have an Android phone, I don't want to show you my phone screen in case I share something I shouldn't, but you can make it a link to your PDF right on your screen itself. So if you want to flash your vax, all you have to do is put it on your desktop basically, or on your main page, and then you click it once and then boom, it opens up. Mine says April 20th, AstraZeneca. June 17th, Pfizer. January 5th, Moderna. Yay. Unlucky jackpot. Anyways, yeah, so I'm going to be out. I'm going to maybe try to do a live stream tomorrow. Just because things are opening. It's kind of a positive thing for once around here. I think it might be fun to be out. And I'm going to do a video and then... So pretty much business as usual for me. Chris Mills assigned a button for that. There we go. Restrictions lifting tomorrow. Some of them, not all of them. Toronto scientists are trying to crack one of COVID's biggest mysteries, its impact on the brain. I think I've been down that rabbit hole before where you read about like fatigue and chronic fatigue syndrome and that sort of thing, and two different doctors will come up with totally different understandings of why someone has fatigue or brain fog or that sort of thing. That's a really interesting field to look in. Monday, super supportive and accessible vaccine clinic open to anyone eligible for first, second, or third doses. ASL interpreters and quiet rooms will be available. Where is this? Oh, at the Metro Toronto Convention Center. There you go. If you're on the fence, Monday, January 31st, and you haven't gone yet, enter from the east or west side of the second cup. I think that's where Ken went and got his shots. Garbage piles up in Toronto neighborhood almost 2 weeks after a major snowstorm. I'm guessing the city of Toronto says it's still working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to clean up roads, sidewalks, and lanes after a massive snowstorm almost 2 weeks ago. Yes. I saw a lot of snow removal equipment out today even. And there were signs in the video saying, or in the video coming up saying, hey, don't park your car here. This is a designated snow removal place. This Toronto ravine and park are home to a hidden TTC exit and a massive reservoir. I'm going to guess that's the Nordheimer ravine, or is it the Cedarvale ravine? Both of those are connected to a massive exit. Nordheimer ravine in Sir Winston Churchill Park in the affluent neighborhood of South Hill leaves so much to be explored. The green spaces are home to some hidden yet important parts of Toronto. I should do a hidden Toronto video there. I've done videos through there, but I should do one and call it Hidden Toronto, because I have not been back to that series in a while. And yes, this is a great little area to explore. I've live streamed through there as well. And essentially the Nordheimer ravine is an extension of, or the southern half of the Cedarvale ravine. Does anyone know what this old building is? Location, Rouge River and Scarborough. Interesting. I wonder if anyone knows about that. Remains of the Cowan Hotel chimney. Friends of Rouge National Urban Park. Oh, so this link will give you more information about that. That's pretty cool. Icy vibes in Lake Ontario. John, that was a chimney left over from an old hotel. The Bluffs in winter, in case anyone is curious. I've not yet been to the Scarborough Bluffs to record. Has Ken been to the Scarborough Bluffs? Yeah, I spelt it wrong. The Ken Knitnum. No, Ken has not been to the Scarborough Bluffs. Toronto Transit Ride and Walk, taking the 504 King. Didn't he live stream earlier today? I thought he did. I'm going to have to get out here. I said that's one of those things I said I was going to do and I haven't done. You got to do it. The history of the moving sidewalk at Spadina subway station. Yes, there used to be one of those moving sidewalks connecting line 2 to line 1 there. That'll be worth reading. Was doing some retro gaming and stumbled upon the SimCity 2000 preloaded Toronto map based on how it would have looked in 1994 when the game was released. So that's supposed to be the CN Tower. This is not very Toronto. There's Mount Pleasant Cemetery. There's the Allen Road, just a highway that ends. There's Cedarvale Park. And then the Nordheimer Ravine, which we just talked about, would be continuing. Okay, that's not as cool as I thought it would be. Skipping through, skipping through. Oh, look at this picture. That is an awesome picture. Ooh, no. Okay, I'm going to step aside for a minute, but I'll leave you with the 24/7 stream from this channel to watch. I'll be back. Just give me 1 minute, guys. Or not. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this Friday evening walk. Starting at Queen Station and heading up Yonge through Ryerson University and Church, running into the Ken Continuum. If you wish to support the channel, there's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership in the description. I have an Instagram account and a merch store at strideswag.com. And here comes the train. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.
Line 1, Swan Finch. Stand clear of the doors.
Hey folks, it is Thursday, November 24th. No, it's not. It's Wednesday, November 24th. The time is 9:06 p.m. Hey folks. And the temperature
I got the date
around
wrong.
7 degrees Celsius.
Sorry about that. That was
And,
not a light bulb
here at
changing
Sherburne
excursion.
Station.
Mark says, anyone see the Raps win in triple overtime last night? Great finish. No, I did not, but I did watch Ryan Bader defeat
And I'm just
Valentin
gonna head over
Moldavsky to maintain his heavyweight
main
championship
exit.
fight, or belt,
and I'll
and
head on up to Bloor Street East.
Benson Henderson as well won. Estelle says, gotta go hunting. I might be back, but if not, have a great night. All right, Estelle, thank you for dropping in. Moderator extraordinaire Estelle, all the way in Australia. And thanks again to all 156 or 57 of you who have tuned in, or 166 according to this. 154. Oh no, we lost 12 people. But look at that. I should have just left. That picture is amazing. Look at that. That is a seriously beautiful picture. Yeah, yes, it's 152. Well, we don't have to keep counting. Estelle brought, or everyone followed Estelle when she left. I always like to look through the questions here. TTC violence safety right now. Is there a food shortage in Toronto, Ontario? Does Toronto have an equivalent of the NYC Pizza Rat? Why are rental ads allowed to say Indians preferred? I don't think you're allowed to do that. I'm curious. The rules are totally different if you're looking for a roommate versus if you're a landlord or renting out an apartment. Okay, that kind of makes sense. Yeah, you're absolutely not to do that if you're looking to rent out an area. You can't discriminate on race or gender or grounds. Even though some landlords do, they're not going to be stupid enough to like put that in their listing. They're just going to rifle through their applicants. 2 times the assaults in the past month in down. What are you talking about? My fiance and her dad were assaulted in downtown Toronto in 2 different scenarios with no reasoning. Is this normal? We moved from South Africa to Canada to get away from exactly this. Scenario 1, my fiance, her dad and mom, I love how they wrote mom, M-U-M, and a dog were walking down Peter Street in downtown one morning. A visibly homeless person deliberately bumped shoulders with her dad and then punched him in the face. No explanation. Punched him in the face. Jeez. My fiance and her brother. Okay, this is I'm not qualified to talk about that, but I think that's extremely bad luck. Maybe reading the Reddit questions is not such a good idea. Thoughts on 2301 Danforth Canvas condos? Looking to buy a place here in East York, close to Woodbine Subway. Don't see a lot of reviews. It's mainly an area with young families. I think that's like Little Ethiopia, right? That's a pretty great neighborhood. You sound like you're in the 20s and definitely not a 20s neighborhood. I wouldn't classify neighborhoods like that. Living right in the core is where young single people are. Yes, let's just paint everyone with a broad brush. You're young. You got to be downtown in the core. I mean, not everyone wants that. Not everyone can afford that. Maybe this is all the guy can afford. I don't know. Sounds like pretty shit advice to me. But anyways, we'll close that chapter on Reddit. Susan says Peter Street along Portland. Hey, I got to move this over. Somewhere along Queen, the area gets bad at a certain hour. I've never really experienced it there. I think this person just had some bad luck, as I said earlier. This $3 million mid-century bungalow in Toronto looks like it belongs in Palm Springs. This is the Blog TO website, who get a lot of inspiration for their articles from Reddit. Where is that? 87 Birkinshaw Crescent. 87 Birkinshaw Crescent. What is that? Oh, that's up. This is the. Is that the Peanut? No, the Peanut is north of here, right? But I think there's an old shopping mall in here. I've actually looked at doing a walk right in this area before. It's one of these homes. Ooh, look at that. That is very nice. 5-bedroom, 3-bath bungalow. Looks like it was inspired by the mid-century bungalows that are all over Palm Springs. What this is missing is a giant TV that you can watch. Like, you have all this very comfortable seating, but where's your TV at? That's the reason why people go into the living room. Whoever staged that was obviously not thinking of the realistic use. 279. Enjoy your Reddit commentary, Joanna. Thank you, Joanna. I think that's our first super chat of the night. Thank you very. It is. Looking at my dashboard. Thank you, Joanna, very much for your support. Susan says TV TV hidden.
Enjoy your Reddit commentary.
Yeah, I don't know. Look at that bathroom. Detachable shower head, separate tub, his and her sinks. That kitchen table looks like something I could actually afford. Very, very modern looking kitchen. I almost expected a little more out of the kitchen, but I like it. This is a very, very nice house. You got these cathedral style ceilings. Is that the right word for that? Floor to window or floor to ceiling windows. There's your TV. You've got it. Okay, so they mounted their TV correctly because it looks like it's at eye level, right? A correctly mounted TV will be like, so you're not cranking your head up, in my humble opinion. But it's just way too small for how far they're sitting. If you do what? THX TV distance. The maximum THX recommended distance is 7.9 feet for viewing. Okay, just give me the screen size. Just give me a chart. I don't want to look at all this stuff. Come on, hurry up. Anyways, if you look this up, you'll see that people viewing distance. So for a screen size of 64 inches, that looks to be about 65. You want to be no more than 16 feet away, and it looks like they are way over that. I'm a believer that you should sit as close to the TV as you can, just to get a maximum enjoyment out of it. Very nice backyard too. And this is going to cut down on the yard work. I'm going to give this house a 9.5 out of 10. What a gorgeous property. Very, very well done. Blog TO, you did a interesting article for once on something that we never would have known about. Oh, there's Narcity. That's kind of a trashy thing. This is how Toronto's massive 16-kilometer linear park will look when it's finished. The trend of people fleeing Toronto for the suburbs and inflating prices won't let up. No, the unsustainable suburbs. Toronto just got a yogurt drinking bar that comes with a secret Japanese speakeasy. What? Toronto clothing store is permanently closing after 12 years. Okay. Earl Bales Park comes with its own chairlift and ski hill. Okay, this is cool. Toronto's 1973 TTC subway map shows the stations we never got. Look at this. There was basically the relief line planned back then. Science Center, Eglinton, and Don Mills. Or is this the current relief line? No, this wouldn't be because we don't have the... Yeah, this only stops at Wilson. This probably still goes up to Finch. When the TTC subway was first unveiled in 1954 as Line 1, it had 12 stations between Union and Eglinton. So where would... That's Bloor, so that would be St. Clair, and that would be Eglinton, I think. Right there, right? Anyways, I'm not going to pour through this whole article on here, even though it's pretty short, but that's neat. Man, if only we built this back when it was kind of affordable. Think of what we would have right now. This is how Toronto's massive 16-kilometer linear park will look when it's finished. The 16-kilometer park that will eventually run all the way from the Don River Ravine to Rouge National Urban Park is a few steps closer to being complete. These renderings and visuals give us a sneak peek into what it'll look like. The Toronto Region Conservation Authority has been working with the City of Toronto to transform its once barren, save for the power lines, Gatineau Hydro Corridor in Scarborough into a lush meadowland known as the Meadowway. I remember riding my bike past this, thinking how awesome it'll be when it finally opens. So I will definitely have to go check that out. That'll be an awesome e-bike stream waiting to happen once it finally opens. 16 kilometers. It's going to go by pretty quick. Comb Yogurt. Comb Yogurt is bringing a new concept of yogurt to Toronto, made in the form of a drink with Asian-inspired flavors. What's the speakeasy deal? Comb Yogurt is tucked into a residential side street right off of Queen Street West. You'll probably already have a debit credit card on hand, but in case not, you should know the store doesn't accept cash. Where is it? It is... That's St. Patrick Street. That's St. Patrick Station. That's Osgood. So it looks like it's Baldwin Village? 10 Stephanie Street. Maybe Rob Ford will rename the relief line the Rob Ford Memorial Line. You mean Doug Ford? Hey, let's just be grateful that we're actually getting it, right? Oh, this is just south of OCAD. So it's right here, I think, in this building. If you want some fancy Japanese yogurt. Does anyone have any interesting YouTube channels we could check out? Sorry, I am guilty for under planning for this stream. I've actually had my hands full. I've been still working away on learning the new software, and I'm going to get, I think tonight after the stream, I'm going to get the members video up. So channel and Patreon members, I will finally get your second bonus video up for this month. It's already uploaded. I just have to throw a thumbnail on there and send out the notice. Action Cole says City Nerd is cool. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of City Nerds videos. He did one recently on Strodes, right?
The Strode, a case study, intended and unintended consequence. And this video was based all about or around a Strode he came across in Las Vegas. Yeah, this is a really cool channel. Oh, that non-word word. It's a word. It's a word. Yahya says, does it have to be walking channels? No, but there's City Nerd. City Beautiful is an excellent channel.
This video is brought to you by Skill.
And he actually did one that I really liked. That was, let's redesign the Las Vegas Strip. That was a lot of fun. Because that is a horrible, horrible piece of urban design from a pedestrian's point of view. Like, it's mind-blowing how bad the Las Vegas Strip, this famous place for going for a walk, is not designed for people at all. Like, you're just trying to walk down the street and now you're going up escalators, and it's just bizarre. And anyways, the real man says, okay, everyone, gonna head out early. Good night. Good night. John O'Meara says, induced demand, build it and more people will drive than ever before. Yeah, induced. A Canadian channel did one on that. Oh, the Urbanity, right? They did a video on induced demand. They haven't done a video in a while. 13 days. The myth of $1.3 million vacant investor homes. I thought they did one on induced demand. What people get wrong about induced demand. There's a really interesting watch right there. And of course, there's this channel, Not Just Bikes. That's a really interesting one. And more transit oriented, who has...
Welcome to 2022.
When we met just a few months ago and we did our collaboration, I know you hate that word, he was well below me subscriber wise, and now he has leapfrogged past me. William, I am well. How are you? Yahya says to check out Alex Proglowski. Oh, it's an aviation. Could an A220/500 work for Air Canada? Is that not the Bombardier plane that was rebranded as Airbus planes as part of a deal that Airbus was making to spite Boeing and Donald Trump? And what's the other one? Simply Aviation? Oh, these are pretty big channels. You're obviously a transit fan, Yahya. Action Cole says their video about Montreal's stacked housing is good. Is that the Urbanity? Yeah, I read with Airbus taking over the Bombardier, I think it's the C series planes, that it sucks that the Canadian government invested so much into developing this modern, cutting edge airplane, but without Airbus's like immense network and distribution and sales channels and all their channels, it might have been doomed to fail. So Airbus taking it over sort of and rebranding it allowed it to sort of flourish when otherwise it might have not had the chance to really get off the ground. Like, airlines were hesitant to place large orders with it. Airbus comes along and now it's selling really well. Justin says Wendover Productions. Yes, Wendover is one. We're going through all the big channels now. 3.25 million.
This video.
Wendover. Oh, there's a Toronto-based one. What is it called? Man, I must be tired if I'm not thinking of it. How do this one? These guys are based out of Toronto. Oops, I just went back. Way to not know how to use your browser. The story of the Achille Lauro was really, really interesting.
and they had this abandoned Wonderland amusement park, the Echelon in Las Vegas. This is one of those channels where Jeanette says good night. All right, Jeanette, good night. You have a 5 a.m. wake up tomorrow. Have a great evening, Jeanette. Hopefully I'll catch you on a live stream tomorrow or Tuesday. I say I'm going to live stream tomorrow, but I'm not really sure. But yeah, this is a Toronto-based channel that is excellent. I highly recommend tuning in. This is the kind of thing that I like to binge on sometimes. After I tire myself out just walking around and I can't stand the thought of sitting at my computer doing stuff, I'll usually just binge on this sort of thing before I even go to Prime or Netflix or, dare I say, Crave lately, which is where I've been spending a lot of time. Raw meat experiment? What? Speaking of which, I started watching a TV show that was quite funny called You're the Worst last night. Look at that, 95%. How did I not know about this show? 95% average tomato meter, 88%. I think I'm going to watch a few episodes right after the stream, actually, because it's an excellent show. It reminds me a lot of Catastrophe, another show I didn't know a whole lot about. John says steak tartare. You're paying a lot for it. But that's a really good show. If you have any good shows to check out, feel like suggesting them in the chat. Action Cole says, is it on Netflix? I think it's actually on Disney. Probably not for Americans. It's probably on Hulu, but I think it's on Star, which is like a sub-channel of Disney where a lot of the Hulu stuff ends up in Canada. The stuff that the other networks didn't steal, but excellent show, by the way. And what else? I'm almost done the new Too Hot to Handle. That's embarrassing, but I like some trash TV. And another excellent show that I've been making my way through, I'm almost done season 1, is The Righteous Gemstones. And the staff, not this, well, I guess you could say staff, but the cast of this one, Danny McBride, Jody Hill, David Gordon Green, and now Walter Goggins is now on the show as well. This show has me in stitches. This is just an awesome show. But anyways, that's sort of my replacement for Succession now that I'm all caught up. Nadia says, hey, Johnny Strides. Tonight is stumbles, but you're forgiven. So happy I connected with your live stream again. Always a pleasure to watch. Thank you. And it's a pleasure having you. I think I'm going to start getting more of an agenda on these streams and having some actual things to work through. So I'm just not sitting here staring at my screen. But thank you very much for tuning in. Ali BHG says His Dark Materials is so good. Is that a show? His Dark Materials or his? Nadia says sorry. Don't be sorry. Jimmy Carr, His Dark Material. Is this what we're talking about? Anyone remember WKRP in Cincinnati? Dr. Johnny Fever died today. So weird, but so good. Oh no, Mark, that's terrible. Wasn't he the teacher from that TV show Head of the Class? I remember there was a TV show called Head of the Class, and I remember watching that thinking that looks like the guy from WKRP in Cincinnati. That was one of those shows that was always before my time. It was like always on like syndication when I was growing up. But I think that's the guy from WKRP. Mark says Howard Hesserman. Yeah, that's the guy. He was the teacher. That's how I remember him. Everyone remembers him as... Am I nuts? Am I making this up? Was he the guy from Head of the Class? And Head of the Class star. There we go. That's how I knew him. John O'Meara said, never saw Head of the Class, just WKRP. Well, PGH says, yes, it's the same guy. Well, it sucks that he has passed, but I mean, he was 81 and he obviously left a legacy of some pretty good TV shows. Ali BHG says, did you try The Stranger on Netflix? No, I did not. What is The Stranger? Did you tell me about this? And I said I would look it up and then I never did. And now you're asking me and I'm like pretending that I've never heard of it before. Is that what's going on here? Is this it? It's a drama in Arabic. The Stranger can be a challenging watch, although there's something about its shrouded visuals presented in boxy academy ratio that's always appeals. Original language. I don't know. I tend to shy away from stuff that requires subtitles these days. Maybe I'm lazy. Maybe I'm not cultured enough. But sometimes I don't want to work extra hard just to enjoy some shows. But hey, there's another one, The Stranger. 2017 documentary. No views. Ozark is great on Netflix. Yes, the new season of Ozark just launched. I made it through like season 1 and then I just stopped watching. Which is weird because I'll watch anything with Jason Bateman. So I'll have to get back to that. Ali says no, it's not. Okay, I was going to play City Guesser or GeoGuessr, but I'm going to save these for next week. We're going to come back to them next week. And I'm going to figure out this Wordle thing. There's a new season of Narcos on Netflix. Awesome. Because what I think I'm going to do is, I know it's a little early. Action Cole says fighting words. I know it's a little early, but I think I'm going to wind this one down. I've got a few things that I need to take care of. I'm kind of out of gas, to be honest with you. I like to have energy for these things, but I'm feeling a little spaced out and tired. I believe in being honest with everyone. I mean, you're kind enough to spend your time here, so the least I could do is be honest and tell you what's going on up in the old noggin. But I am pretty tired right now. I do have a bunch of things that I'm going to have to take care of. But what I will do is either tomorrow or Tuesday, I will go out and live stream on the Johnny Strides channel out in the wild. And hopefully I'll have a whole slate of new videos next week. And Friday night, I think I'll be back to streaming from home again with all new footage to show off. That one will be on the Johnny Strides channel. And I've also got a few out of the box ideas, video-wise, that I'm not sure which channel they're going to end up on. But hopefully by this time next week, I'll have a brand new type of content available that I've been playing around with, combining the green screen, Adobe After Effects, my new editing software, and just some ideas to sort of do something different, do something a little fun, change it up a bit, and maybe go in a bit of a different direction with what I'm doing with the channel. But anyways, we will be back next week. It will be better. I will be less tired. We'll be more into it, more interactive, all that fun stuff. But thank you guys. Thank you to our mods for modding. Thank you to everyone for dropping in and saying hi. And thank you to Joanna for the super chat. And have a good night. Marie Palmer, Vivian Johnson, Kathleen, Maria Walks, Chris Mills, Nadia, John O'Meara, Action VJ, Marg H, Ali BHG, Anna K,
It was a lot of fun, and stay safe, stay warm. John says, Johnny, don't cook. I will not cook. Don't worry. I will not cook. All right, guys. Have a good night.